I should go.
Hello and welcome to Nerds in the Wild, the vlog! This is where I get in front of the camera and talk about the weird connections between nerd culture and the great outdoors. Strange as it may seem, there are many connections between the basement-dwelling gamers and the untamed wild corners of this planet. Today I'm going to talk about why a nerd like me would give up a comfy bed, home-cooked food, and internet connectivity to walk off the end of the sidewalk and into the wild. First of all, there's something deeply evocative about the act of packing a backpack for a journey. As I pack my food and cooking pot, I feel a connection with Sam Gamgee as he packs his lembas bread and Bestshire salt on his journey to Mordor. As I pack my maps and GPS, I feel a kinship with Nathan Drake or Lara Croft, following the clues to find the ruins filled with treasure and intrigue. The pack is the inventory of my real-life character sheet. Those things I choose to take with me that will get me through to the end of the journey. The wisdom of famous characters of science fiction and fantasy help me pack. Sinbad of the Seven Seas telling me that a knife has 1,001 uses. Samwise muttering that I always ought to bring a bit of rope. And Ford Prefect telling me that I should always have a towel. Secondly, there's the achievement. Nerd culture is driven by achievements. Quests, mission, achievements unlocks fill the video game world, and before that, the tabletop RPG world. The acknowledgement of your achievement is all the reward that is needed, which is good because it's also all the reward you're going to get. And finally, the wilderness is the ultimate sandbox. It's the real deal, what video game companies spend millions of dollars to simulate and emulate. And once you get out into the wilderness, you realize that in a lot of ways, even the best video game wilderness is just a pale copy of what you'll find out there. The diversity and detail of the real wilderness are mind-blowing compared to a simulation that has to deal with things like texture size and polygon count and memory budget. Mind you, the wilderness I've seen has a distinct lack of dragons and precious few ruins filled with ancient treasure. Being outdoors is my way of staying grounded in the real world, rather than in the fiction of books and movies and video games. It reminds me of how big and complex and full of wondrous life the world really is. I think it's worth the inconvenience and discomfort of leaving the game room and heading for the hills. What drives you into the wilderness? What keeps you home in front of the console? Let me know what drives you into and away from the wild in the comments. I'll see you next week.